And here we are back at CES, and I'm with Alyssa Fenolio with Quell, and it is pain relief technology. And I got to tell you, as a Hall of Fame martial artist, pain is my game. So would love to know a lot about what Quell actually does. Can you give me just a starting point on what Quell does?
Absolutely. Well, we're excited about it because it's the first generation of wearable technology that actually provides therapeutic benefit. And it provides therapeutic benefit from chronic pain. And there's 100 million Americans that suffer from chronic pain. So that's what it addresses.
And I'm one of them. So how does it actually work? Is it an active sensor? Is it doing nerve interruption? What's the actual technology?
Absolutely. So it leverages our proprietary non-invasive nerve simulation technology to provide the relief from pain systemically. And what it does is it triggers sensory nerves in the leg, which travels up to the brain and then releases endogenous opioids that then go to the spine and help reduce the pain signals.
So you're creating endorphins, basically.
It's triggering the body's natural pain relief response.
Okay, and has there been clinical studies on the product yet?
We actually have a prescription version of the device that's out today. There's been 7,000 devices sold, and we're actually working on a clinical study for Quell specifically happening this spring.
Oh, fantastic. So
yeah.
Will you keep us in touch? Can you show us an example of what you have?
Absolutely. So this is the device. This is Quell, and it's worn in a neoprene sports band. And I'm going to put this around my leg, so I'll show you where it goes. It actually goes around the leg. And then basically to start therapy, you just push the button. It's that simple.
So you have 7,000 users. What is your effectiveness rate as far as for the folks that it actually gives relief to?
It's highly effective. Again, like I mentioned, we're still working on clinical studies, and we'll have some more data to share starting in the spring.
Okay.
This product actually won't be released for purchase until Q2. So starting in Q2, it will actually be available for purchase online and through physician offices.
And how does somebody get invited into the study? Or is that already done?
Well, it's actually going to be, a professional randomized study, but obviously
so we can
share more.
Okay. All right, fantastic. Thank you
right.
so much for taking the time. Appreciate
Great.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm Kevin McDonald. We're here at CES and more great stuff.
Thanks.
Kevin McDonald with EyeOnBusiness, and we're back here at the Intel booth, but this time I'm with AltSpace BR and Eric Romo, the CEO. So Eric, awesome show, huh?
Yeah, so far so good.
Just got started. You ready for a good, exciting week?
It's going to be exciting. We're expecting a lot of people out here.
Fantastic. So tell me a little bit about what AltSpace VR does.
Yeah, so today we're showing off a social virtual reality application, and we're featuring the Intel RealSense camera. And so what we've got today is a short demo where people are going to interact. And what's great about AltSpace and about virtual reality in general is you get nonverbal communication in the medium. So you can see people where they're looking, who they're trying to talk to. You get eye contact. And then with the Intel RealSense camera, we're integrating hands as well. So now in a virtual space, you can see each other's hands, you can wave to each other, do high fives. Okay. And we've actually got a game of virtual volleyball with people
playing. So I understand too that there's a bit of behind you presence thing going on where you can actually feel the sense that other people are involved.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So what we've got in the demo is you've got people from California that are going to be talking to people here in Las Vegas live. And so you feel like they're right next to you and you have a conversation and you can wave at them, do a fist bump with someone in California. And it could be these four people could be anywhere across the world that have that same feeling like they're connected in the same space.
So as the CEO, what are some of the most exciting applications you're seeing currently? And then I want to chat a little bit about what's your dream for the future.
Yeah. So what people have used the product mostly for so far, and we're kind of in a beta testing period right now, is watching things together, actually, is entertainment. So what we've had is people get together in groups of 20, 30 people in a shared virtual space, and they'll do things like watch funny YouTube clips, or they'll watch movies together on Netflix. So our product has a built-in web browser, and people can share that web browser. So we can watch the same web content at the same time. So things like streaming sports or any kind of media that's on the web, you can share
like
that.
Being at a party together,
exactly, or
yeah.
being at a sports bar, being at a party, watching a football game. Yeah,
terrific. Yeah. So what are some of the other higher-level activities or uses that you see coming besides gaming and personal interaction?
Yeah. So the core of the experience is around that sharing things together, being together in the same place at the same time. So really anything that you could think where there's value of being together would be something that you could do in AltSpace. So things like business meetings, where we're going to look at a presentation together, we're going to go through a PowerPoint together.
Still want the emotional cues, but you have.
That's right. Because if you think about a video conference, when we talk in a video conference, you mostly see me looking off into the distance like this, right? Yeah. We don't necessarily make eye contact. And if there are 4 of us in the room, you wouldn't know which one I'm trying to engage, where it's really clear right now that I'm trying to talk to you.
Exactly.
Right? In virtual reality and in AltSpace, we can make that clear that I'm trying to talk to you versus trying to talk to your colleague over here. So we can make that emotional connection happen in a virtual space.
So being in the healthcare world, I can actually see an application where somebody that's disabled that can't go to the Grand Canyon may actually be able to now go to the Grand Canyon. Is this something you guys have considered at all?
Absolutely, yeah. So the environment we're showing off today is this amazing Japanese tea garden that people can look around in, and there's this great architecture and an ocean there and a pond that you're standing in front of. So being in a fantastical environment is a core part of what AltSpace does and what VR does.
Fantastic. How can people find out more about you?
altvr.com, altvr.com is our website, and you can sign up for our beta right there, or follow us on Twitter, AltSpace BR.
Say that one more time a little slower.
altvr, altvr.com is our website, or follow us on Twitter, AltSpace BR.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate
your
time. I'm Kevin McDonald. We're out.
This is for introducing following mode service.
Not working.
That's the best part.
That one was working.
I am very happy. It's people communicating with me through composting. Thank you for your attention. Enjoy just your goals when you come out. See you again.
You got yourself a briefcase. That's brilliant. I love it.
And we're back, and this time I'm with Jamie Eisinger, and we're here in front of a little stand at Qualcomm Health. So, Jamie, can you do me a favor and tell me just a little bit about what Qualcomm is doing with this technology?
Sure. So Qualcomm Life is a wholly owned subsidiary of Qualcomm, and we're focused on leveraging Qualcomm's wireless expertise to improve care and mobilize healthcare and make it more seamless for patients and providers. So we have 2 different platforms that comprise our chronic care management solution. One is the Healthy Circles platform that enables team-based care. So professionals such as nurse case managers or physicians can communicate asynchronously using our platform, and patients or family caregivers on the consumer side can also access patient data and communicate with the care team to enhance patient care and ensure that they stay out of acute care settings and in the home.
So it's more of a holistic behavior of making sure that everybody knows what's going on all at the same time, and they can communicate through a single structure. What is the software and hardware involved in supporting that?
So the Healthy Circles platform is a software as a service platform.
Okay.
And then the TuneIt platform is a machine-to-machine connectivity platform. And we also have a hardware component, which is the TuneIt Hub, which you see right here.
Okay.
And this is plugged into a patient's home. It's very plug and play. The instruction manual is literally just plug it in. So this could go in grandma or grandpa's home, and it automatically sucks up any medical device data that it's supposed to be talking to
So
and
what type
sends
of
it to the
devices
cloud.
would be involved in that?
So we partner with medical device manufacturers that make blood pressure cuffs, pulse oximeters,
Scales.
any type of device that a chronic disease patient might need to better manage their disease.
Terrific. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us, Jamie. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I've been talking with Jamie at Qualcomm Health, and we're out.
Virtual makeup. The camera detects your face and each part, and our image control technology overlaps on your face and each part. So you can a little bit move like actual mirror.
Right. So I can do this and try out my combinations before I have to make a choice.
Yeah.
Example. Can you take off eyebrows too?
Take a cut.
Belt driver. I'm Ken McDonald with EyeOnBusiness, and we are here at CES in Las Vegas, and I am standing here in the Intel booth with Matt Bunting, and Matt apparently found himself as an exhibitor. I'm going to let him tell you why. Matt, what is it that you're doing here today?
I'm a student at the University of Arizona, and I designed and built a hexapod robot a few years ago, and then recently Intel contacted me and they wanted to scale it down a bit and install Intel Edison on board.
So Intel's got you here today because you're utilizing their technology. How is it that you got the attention of Intel?
Well, I originally built a hexapod robot that used an Intel Atom processor, so that's how I originally became sort of friends with them while
Okay.
still being a student, and then recently they wanted to take my work and just convert it to a smaller version to really showcase Edison.
So as the designer, what's the basic concept or the need for the technology that you have here?
This is more of a research project originally, where I was exploring algorithms like machine learning, so I had to learn how to walk. I've also done things involving computer vision and mapping for terrain adaptation. So the hexapod robot is a great platform for things like terrain adaptation because it can step up on top of obstacles instead of having to force a wheel over them.
If you were king for a day, where would you take the technology?
King for a day. I kind of like to have one of these in my house, just kind of going around, like maybe picking things up or navigating across like anything in the house.
So what's the big image for you for the use of your technology? If you were to look out 10 years, where would you like to be in the world?
I'm really interested more in algorithms, so I would like to take machine learning algorithms and apply them towards things inside of the house, so it could learn to make your life better.
More of a natural use. Well, thank you, Matt. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today. Thank you. I'm Ken McDonald with EyeOnBusiness. We're here at CES in Las Vegas. We'll talk to you later. And we're back here at CES, and EyeOnBusiness is with me here is Matthew Vaughn, and Matthew is supporting this amazing technology in front of us. Matthew, can you tell me what we're looking at here?
Sure can. We're showing a 360 Heroes demo and also using Intel Thunderbolt technology. So through these kind of cameras, I can do a full immersive 360 video, and then I use the power of the Intel processor and Thunderbolt to take these videos down and stitch them together in a full immersive video. So the videos that you'll see on the computer off to my side, you'll be able to zoom in, out, go left, right, up, down. You're completely immersed into the video. It's just incredible.
So besides entertainment, what are some of the applications that the 360 Heroes technology is being used in?
Well, 360 Heroes, one is for ocean diving, obviously the tourist industry, and even for the average prosumer that wants to shoot this kind of video. This is my personal rig, and I've used it a couple of times, and I'm just loving it.
I love that.
I shoot a lot of video, and you're really kind of boxed in that video, one kind of view. And here I can make complete immersive videos of my kids' marching band and on vacations. It's that easy to use. So 360 Heroes gives me the tools, the software tools and the hardware tools, and then Thunderbolt gives me the speed to download all this video quickly into my computer. So what normally would take hours to do with USB 3 just takes a few minutes with Thunderbolt. It's
That's
that
fantastic.
fast.
So is it being used in the virtual technology world as well?
Not so much in virtual. Things like some of the oceanographers, and also like Jacques Cousteau's using it. His grandson is using it underwater for doing tours
3D
underwater.
experience, right.
Yes.
Okay. So where do you think it's going to be in the next 5 years? It's exciting to you. What do you know on the roadmap that you think will be interesting?
For me, the roadmap, you look at this drone here, which is just huge.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to build something like this. Is something Hollywood would use. But this is now within my price range. So just within a short time, within the last year, it's gone from the crazy high-end professional down to the prosumer. So what I'm seeing is the cost of these little mounts and the cameras, even the cost of a GoPro camera, these used to be $400 or $500, are now $250.
Right.
So the cost is coming down. It's now within my reach. This whole rig is within the cost of my Canon SLR I bought.
How can folks get a hold of more information on this particular technology?
For Thunderbolt, they can go to intel.com and just search on Thunderbolt. And also they can go to the 360 Heroes website and learn all about it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Great, thank you.
I'm Kevin McDonald. We're here at CES in Las Vegas. EyeOnBusiness. Keep watching. And we're back here at CES, and I'm with Oscar Warner with Toby Technologies, and Oscar's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on with Toby. How you doing? Thank you very much.
Excellent, thank you.
So it looks like you have some pretty exciting stuff going on. Can you give me a little idea of what's going on with Toby?
Yes, indeed. So we're launching two main products now at CES. The first one here is a wearable eye tracker. This is the world's smallest wearable eye tracker that exists.
Okay.
So it's a pair of glasses which has a set of cameras here at the back, which are 1 cubic millimeter big, weigh 1 gram.
Wow.
And these guys, they track your eyes as you move.
Okay.
So basically, you put these glasses on, and you have a scene camera here in front, which basically records where you're looking, but it also records. It records where what you have in front of you, but it also records where you're looking at.
Okay.
And using that, you can use it for a very wide variety of different applications.
So what would be an example of some of those applications?
So right now we launched this for the research world. So basically you can put it on and you can use it for, if you have a test group, you send them into a store.
Okay.
Used by a lot of big marketing companies basically. They put it on a test group, they send them into the store, and you can see exactly what package did the test group look at, and what did they miss? So you can optimize the shelf space, the shelf store layout.
So I understand there's some VR applications. What might those be?
So in VR...
For those that don't know, that's virtual reality. So what are some of the specific applications in VR?
So in VR, the issue is how do you interact with the screen?
Okay.
One example is, if I want to throw something in the real world, I would aim with my eyes and I would throw with my hand, basically. But how do I tell the VR display where I want to throw? That's very hard. You can't do that with your hands, right?
Because it's not getting your physical gravity,
so
right?
So the VR headset needs to know where you're aiming with your eyes. Or like in this setting, the two people in front of me now, if I look at you, you nod. If I look over here, you would nod. But the VR headset doesn't know what characters I'm looking at. So to make VR really immersive, you need to know what character you're looking at, because eyes is a very natural form of human interaction.
Right. So how do you deal with the physics of that throw? Because you still have the strength and height and all that kind of stuff.
So what eyes are, it's a fantastic way to point,
okay,
but you should not use it as an input, as a way to give a command,
right?
Because then I would interact with everything I look on, and that's not very good.
Right.
But what you can use is, you can either like aim with your eyes and press a button to throw, or in a more immersive setting, you connect it to gesture control. So you have a gesture camera on you, so you aim with your eyes, and then you make the throw gesture with your hand, captured by the gesture control, and then you would throw
Got
it
it.
where you
Got
look.
it. Got it.
That's a very, very immersive way. But to get there, you need to know where you look, because that is how you interact with the world every
Amen.
day.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with us. I really appreciate it. I've been here with Oscar Werner of Toby Technologies here at CES in Las Vegas. Well, we're not live. If you make a mistake, it's okay. We just go like this. We do it again.
We're totally live.
Making me nervous, man.
Hey, first sweat.
I'm here with Patrick Chan at CES in Las Vegas, and he's with Jins Eyewear. So, Patrick, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today.
Of course, thank you.
So, interesting glasses. I have no idea what they do. Why don't you give me some information on it?
Perfect. So first I want to just highlight the name really quickly. We know meme means a couple different things here in America, but what's really great is that we've chosen the name because it's a reflection of me, and it's going to give you insights about yourself.
Okay.
And the way it does this is through these three sensors. They're actually electrooculography sensors, and they'll detect the electric potentials and the differences between the movement in your eyes. So what will happen is as you move, it can see that and see where your eyes are moving, and that way you can kind of interpret the data and use it in a various amount of ways.
So let's start with what are the primary applications of the technology?
Great. So right now the application we're developing is in addition to the sensor, actually there's a 6-axis gyroscope and accelerometer, and what we're using it in all is to look inside our body. So for instance, using that data, it can maybe interpret our fatigue levels and kind of determine whether or not we should or shouldn't do some tasks, for instance, like driving.
Okay.
Another one is the gyroscope axis can give us kind of insight into our posture and how we're doing throughout the day.
Whether you're falling asleep at driving, right?
Exactly, that's kind of an interesting one, right?
Yeah.
Kind of important to know. And beyond that, we're opening up a software developer kit to people who are interested, and the coolest ideas we can come up with, we'll choose the top 300, and we'll shoot those out to them so they can start developing and see what we can come up with.
So what might be the virtual reality applications into this technology?
Right, so this isn't necessarily a virtual reality kind of device. It's more looking into yourself versus outside.
Got it.
And that's what we really want to highlight about this product, is that it's more, whereas like other wearable devices are more about capturing what's outside, we really want to capture what's inside and kind of give us insight into ourselves.
That's fantastic. Thank you
Absolutely.
for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you so much for coming.
Appreciate it very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're here at CES. We're talking to Jins Eyewear. We're out.
Okay, cool. So these are the new M-Edge Bold backpacks. They've got charging ports on the outside right here. The charging ports, once they're done charging your phone, it will cut off, so you're not wasting battery out of here and you're not wasting battery on your phone. It's also really bad to overcharge your phone. So it works great both ways. Once it's dead, that's after 25 hours of cell phone charge, so that's going to be a while. After that, you can just plug it into the wall. It's got an out port on it as well. And these are the messenger bag MSRPs for $119. These ones are for $129. But the cool thing is you're getting a really nice laptop or tablet bag, and it comes with the chargers as well. Which, yeah, you're getting a lot more bang for your buck, and you're going to sell a lot better wherever you distribute it.
Cool. Thank you.
Give me your impressions as a videographer, as a professional.
Okay, all right, yeah, sure.
Right.
As a videographer, as a professional, I was blown away. It was amazing. I totally believed I was in there. I was actually moving from things that were flying by me and flying at me because they felt like they were coming right at me. It was absolutely off the hook, better than I ever thought.
And sense of scale, positioning.
Oh yeah, that's right. When you could look into things and you lean into it, and it definitely was much, much closer. I was looking underneath things to see the bottom side of things. It was awesome. It was really awesome. Wow.